And good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Guys, thank you so much again for all the comments, all the support. Really loving it. And you're doing a smashing job as well, getting the cameras in the skies and getting the evidence into me. If you are starting to record the skies, or even if you've captured something in the past, get it into me, undercoveretuk@gmail.com. If it's any good, I will look at it. It will make the channel, and we'll deep dive it if need be as well. So, folks, amazing stuff. Grant Levac has posted this on X. It's something we're going to touch on first, and it is regarding the missing military man, Major General Neil McCasland. This is actually a 911 call from his wife the day he went missing, so really hard to listen to, but there's some key information in there that we are going to look at and try and pick up, guys. We're also going to look at something else as well, but before we get into any of that, that UAP clip I played last video, really, really good. Probably the best UAP clip that I've seen without being verified, obviously. I have had someone contact me over on TikTok, and they said that in 2009 they were on the outskirts of Italy and they saw the same anomalies, guys, the same objects. Really, really cool. I've asked if they can email me in detail where they were, but apparently December 2009 these objects were seen by other people, guys. So if I can get that detail, if they've got any footage, oh, it's going to be amazing. But I'll let you guys know, of course. So without further ado, guys, like and subscribe to the channel. You know the drill. Support the public's evidence. Support disclosure. Let's go. All right, so Grant Levac, this is so sad to listen to. It is, guys. Let's have a listen and see what we can find out.
This is April. How may I help you?
Hi, April. My name is Susan Wilkerson. My husband is missing.
Okay.
And it's been about 3 hours, and I have some indication that he must have planned not to be found. He's left his phone. He changed his clothes into I don't know what. I think he's on foot. All of our cars and bicycles are in the garage. I left for a doctor's appointment at about 11:10, and he was here at that time at the house. And I got back from that at noon, and he was gone. He turned it off and left it behind, which seems kind of deliberate because he's always got his phone. He has a smartwatch. I don't know if that's with him or not.
Has he ever done this before?
Never. Nothing even remotely like it. He's a retired Air Force Major General. He's very responsible, but he's also facing some medical issues.
Do you have any video at your home?
No.
Has he been diagnosed with any mental disorders or anything like that?
Well, we've been seeing a doc for both physical and mental in terms of anxiety, short-term memory loss, lack of sleep. The same doc I went to see today.
Does he carry any weapons on him?
Well, not generally. He does have a gun safe, and I went to look in the gun safe to see if anything was missing, but I couldn't tell if anything was. He has quite a number of pistols and rifles. Other than saying if his brain and body keep deteriorating, he didn't want to live like that. But it seemed to me that was just a, man, I hate how this is going kind of thing, because I told him, yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay. We're going to send some deputies up to talk to you, see if we can search a little bit and see what's going on, okay?
Sure. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, ma'am.
She doesn't seem as panicked as what you would expect, but this is only 3 hours after the disappearance, okay? So you've got a feel for her. She knows something's not quite right, and she's made the call and given as much information as she could. Would William tell her anything more about what he was doing? No. He'd probably not want her to know a thing to keep her safe. So yeah, really, really intriguing. And also she's picked up on the fact straight away that it's almost like he doesn't want to be found, like he's gone missing and he just does not want to be found at all. And she kind of had that inkling straight away from, you know, leaving the phone and the watch. I personally don't know how she's come up with that unless she knew a little bit more about what he was into. If it was me, my partner went missing, I would have left it longer than 3 hours, obviously. But if I was a bit older with medical condition, maybe I would have called it in. But probably not, to be honest. He's a military man. Like I said, he's got a strong head on his shoulders. So I don't know. It would really depend on the medical issue. So I honestly don't know. But I wouldn't have an inkling that he's gone missing deliberately unless I knew more. Do you see what I mean? I would instantly think, well, he's gone for a walk somewhere and he's not come back. What's happened? You know, maybe he's fallen somewhere, or, you know. But his position makes people think that maybe something else happened to him, something work-related. And it bears the question. It's been this long now. No one's found him, which normally ends up, you know, law of averages, it ends up, unfortunately, the wrong way. But in this case, we don't know for sure, guys. This is crazy. I mean, how can we know? Even that girl, she was found after something like 32 years of being missing. She was just found alive and well. So, I don't know, man. He's already well into his life. I don't think he's gonna just go missing and pop up in 30 years' time. Obviously, we hope that he does come forward and someone finds him. But at this stage, really, really suspicious stuff. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Did you guys pick anything up from what she said? Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. It's worth a listen though, right? Thanks very much, Grant. Appreciate that. And we're going to move on. Okay, Shadow of Ezra. An army whistleblower claims he once visited a secret civilization on the moon. He says its inhabitants travel in egg-shaped UFOs and that he personally flew in one. Wow. He also alleges the deep state possesses Stargate technology capable of teleporting both people and spacecraft. There's people living on the moon. There are multiple moon bases. Is that the reason why we're really going there, or is it just to race China? Why are China going there? Is it just to dominate the airspace? So look, everyone speculates. Everyone knows that if you control the airspace, you control the planet, basically, right? You're pretty much protecting your country and your assets from space. That's what these governments want, right? Or maybe they've got another agenda and we just simply don't know about it. Let's have a listen to what this military man has got to say.
But the one thing that I really wanted to talk about was the moon base. And now I've heard from whistleblowers, U.S. Air Force whistleblowers, who've been transported to the moon base. And I don't know, I know you can tell me, I think there are multiple moon bases from what I understand.
Yeah, there is multiple moon bases. There is an arc on the moon as well.
Underground?
Underground. I think it is visible.
It is visible.
Yeah, I think it
is it on the dark side?
It is in between. I think.
Do we know where on the moon?
We do know where. And I think
maybe you could, do you have any idea specifically? Like, if I'm looking at the moon, because a lot of amateur astronomers are going to want to dial this in.
No, I do not know the exact location. Well, I can't give out the exact location.
Okay.
There's a lot of different countries involved. I know that. I know that there's another, I don't know if this is the first time people hearing this, but there's other people living in the moon that look Indian looking. And they got these egg-shaped crafts and they're connected to ancient India. I could tell you that. And they're living in the moon and they visit Earth now and then. And I think we have captured probably these egg-shaped crafts before. And I talked about it way before me interacting with a guy. His name is Lovint. And sometimes he picked me up in this egg-shaped craft as well.
And you believe he was an ET?
I believe he's a MT.
An MT. a moon terrestrial.
Yeah.
Right, a moon terrestrial. Wow. And he looks Indian.
They look Indian.
Yeah.
They look Indian
So he would pick you up in this egg-shaped craft. Is that egg-shaped craft similar to what was recently revealed in that News Nation report a few months ago?
Yes, sir.
Almost identical?
Yeah, identical. I think, yeah. It looks similar.
The pilot described that crash retrieval as being overwhelmed, like an overwhelming connection spiritually to this thing.
Yeah. They're really spiritual people. They still have their traditions. They're really spiritual. Like they're way advanced because they implement the spirituality with technology. Right. So cool.
So you were transported to the moon how many times?
I remember once.
Once. And it was just you individually or with a group of other members of the military?
A group of other people.
In this egg-shaped craft?
No.
In a different craft?
It looked like a TR-3B.
Okay.
This triangular
triangular
military craft that we have. Yeah.
Do you remember how long it took you to get there? Was it near instantaneous? Was it a few minutes?
I blacked out and I opened and it was there.
A U.S. Air Force whistleblower we've had on the show talks about her experience walking into almost like a Stargate facility, which would be in a small room, and walking into a Stargate facility where they've been transported to the moon base. Does that exist?
Yeah. We have, on different bases, we have massive technology that even a ship can go through this gate and end up somewhere else.
Shit. So I was watching that, and I've got to say, there's so many things that he said in the clip, but what really rings my bell is that he is so laser focused on, he's looking right at the interviewer, his hands are open. This clip doesn't show me that he's lying. If anything, he's really thinking about what he's saying. Probably because he's being careful about what he's actually saying. But he's spilling a lot here. He's spilling a lot. Now, there's been talk about the moon being hollow or having something inside it underground. There's talk that they're mining material that has more value and can produce more energy than what we have here on Earth. And that's what they're doing up there. But essentially, they're creating a hollow... Well, they're not hollowing out the moon, but there is a hole in the moon that apparently they're chiseling through to get this material to do what? I don't know. But it seems to me that if what this chap is saying is correct, then there is already an advanced civilization that look Indian. And funnily enough, we've seen pictures, or at least I have, of like an Indian-looking woman in a pod with slightly larger eyes than ours, but ultimately she looks human, right? So I suspect that's a depiction of what he's talking about, but I honestly don't know. And if they have that on the moon, what else do they have on the planet? You know, at places like Pine Gap, there's so many different places. And it's funny that Jake Barber brought up this footage of this egg UAP craft, and now this guy's talking about those very same craft being used on the moon. It's flipping mad, isn't it? That's flipping mad. Guys, let me know all your thoughts in the comments, but from what I can take from this guy's body language is as I would expect if someone is telling the truth about something. He's very open, very direct. He looks like he's making eye contact. He's not spending too long about his answers. He's pretty much blurting them out with a little bit of thinking in there, because I can see he's being careful about what he's saying. I guess he doesn't want to drop anyone else in it, but he's more than happy to open up and tell you all the details that he wants you to know. That's incredible. That's incredible. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, guys. Thanks once again for Shadow of Ezra for delivering such a great post and for giving us detail as well. Thank you very much. Alright guys, we're going to leave it there. I will get back to you ASAP if I get any kind of testimony from this chap that apparently saw these orbs in Italy, or on the outskirts of Italy, back in December 2009. Big news if they did. If they've got any evidence to go with it, even better. But I will keep you guys in the loop. As always guys, like and subscribe to the channel. We do need your support. Support the public's evidence. Support public disclosure. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your Easter. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.